So Muse recently released a new song that fans have been eagerly awaiting. It is called Won't Stand Down, and I think I'm going to try to learn that right now. I have found tab that I think is correct. I've gone through it. I've kind of played it because this is Songster, so you can actually play it back with MIDI. I played it back to the song. It does sound like it's correct. I did look at the tuning. So my bass, I have tuned for my band, which is in drop C. So I usually have this tuned C, G, C, F, C. This is in a standard 5-string. It's actually different enough that I wouldn't want to detune to such a way to make it match perfectly. But the C string I can easily drop down to a B, and then this G string, I'll just kind of show you because most of the work is actually on the low B. It is here, this one right here. So this is it's actually a G. That one I can easily play just by playing the octave here. So instead of playing it here, I can just play it here. Okay, so that one's pretty easy. I just got to remember when I get there. And listening to the song, I can tell the rhythm is where this is going to be a little bit, trickier, especially in the bridge. The bridge does some funky stuff. It's still in 4. I could tell it's in 4, but it's definitely got some funky stuff. Opening up, and the verse is just this, right? And if you go listen to the song, you can pretty much hear it. There's a lot of effects on there. I don't know if that's through the bass or the guitar. It's probably both, but the note's right. Also, you'll notice that the video that I'm watching is not the official music video, and the reason is because there's like some acting and some other audio things happening in the video. I wanted to have a pure audio of the song, so I pulled up a lyric video. But yeah, the verse is just those hits. I do find it interesting that from a timing, the way it's laid out, it's actually the 4th and the 1st hit going across measures. So you can see that in the tab here. And then here we've got this part. All right, so that is a transition line between the verse and the chorus. So So the chorus, seems pretty straightforward. It's just kind of a climb from 8 to 12, and then I've got that high one. So all right, so we're just going back into those low B hits for the verse. playing transition line again, chorus. I am going to listen to the breakdown while looking at the tab because, like I said, I know the rhythm's a little tricky. Now I got to figure out, make sure I can play it, which is probably the harder part. So. All right, I think that is that part. So. All right, and then at the end, so at the end, it's basically just a half note of rest going back into the chorus. I'm gonna start by just trying to play through the tab, and then I'll move to trying to play with the actual song. Okay, for the most part, that went okay for most of the song. A couple of spots that I kind of jumped to the wrong spot, recovered, but that's what happens. Like first, couple of times you play a new song. What I do need to work on is this ending here, going from the what's been the transition riff so far into the bridge riff. I did not pull that off very good at all. So let me practice that a little bit.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, so I think I got that. By the way, if you're following along with the tab and watching my fingers, remember I'm on a different tuning. Normally I play in a drop C, so C, G, C, F, C. The low C I tuned down to a B, so it matches the low string there. And basically I'm having to transpose anything on another string to my tuning. And noticed a couple things, and I think this might be more of an effects thing because I don't have the same effects that Chris Wolstenholme has, but I noticed on the verse, those hits, I started playing as an octave. I think it sounds better that way, but I also think that might be an effects thing. Like he's probably running some sort of a chorus or something like that. So I think this is a way that I can get a similar effect without having the effects on by just doing the octave. So I will probably start doing that. I'm not saying I sound better than Chris Wolstenholme. I am not an idiot. I know that's not the case. I think literally it's just an effects thing, but for my purposes, I'm going to do that. The other thing I want to do real quick is see with this chorus if I can transpose it. So may do that. So it loses a little bit of the girth of that low B string. But that being said, I think actually because of the way my tuning is, that's a little bit easier to play and helps minimize the jumps. So this is a kind of an interesting trade-off to have to think through. I think I'm gonna transition down, see how that goes. I think I might be ready to try playing to the song. Try, maybe. Should we do it? Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Already messed it up. That's fine. Gotta be able to come in on the 1, or on the 4 in this case. But you were just gaslighting me. I've opened my eyes and counted the lies, and now it is clearer to me. You are just a user and an abuser, living vicariously. I never believed that I would concede and get myself blown asunder. You strung me along, I thought I was strong, but now you have pushed me under. I've opened my eyes and counted the lies, and now it is clearer to me. You are just a user and an abuser, and I refuse to take it. I'm playing you at your own game. I'm cutting you out. A shadow of doubt is gonna hang over your name. I've opened my eyes, I see your disguise. I will never see you the same. I know how to win before you begin. I'll shoot you before you take aim. Now I'm coming back, a counterattack, a psychological war. I'm cutting you in, I'm under your skin. Now I'm gonna settle the score. I've opened my eyes, I see your disguise. I will never see you the same. I know how to win before you begin. I'll shoot you before you take aim. Won't stand down, I'm growing stronger. Won't stand down, I'm old no longer. Won't stand down, you've used me for too long. Won't I think that was it. It's not stage ready, right? Of course, like whenever I'm learning a song, it's never going to be stage ready, for sit down. But I feel pretty good about that. I feel like I understand the parts. I feel like I was able to get through it with really no major mess ups. I mean, when I go back and do the edit, I'll see if I got anything wrong. But the only thing would be just more tightening it up, making sure it's nice and clean, things like that. It just feels, it's obviously a little loose because I just learned it, but yeah, I feel good. That was a fun song too. Glad to see Muse has got new music out. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to drop comments and let me know. And all the YouTube stuff, like the video, the subscribe, the ring the bell, all that stuff. You know the drill by now. All right, you keep making beautiful music, and I will see you in the next one.